Good morning. Hi, good morning, Prakash. Hi, Mitchell. Good morning. I think this is a good time. Hi, Vibor. Hi, Carol. Hi, MG. I didn't expect many people. We have 5 people. Good morning. Hi, Bresh. Hi, Hate. Good morning. Good morning. So, guys, let's start. Yes, I have to reach to my work. So let's just quickly start. So let's start with my scan. Inside day scans, we have Apple. Okay. Apple is an inside day. Inside day. UPS, CNG. So I have FedEx. UPS, we'll see. V. I think there's something going on with V. Keep an eye on V. Visa. Something is happening with V. Just keep an eye on that. Hi, DJ. Hi, Gary. Good morning. So just keep an eye on Visa. There's something happening with. There's a lot of dark pools which are happening around Visa. So keep an eye on that. UPS is an inside day, so it's breaking below that. So again, keep an eye on. Okay, thank you, DJ. Thank you. Good morning, Pankaj. Uh, then let's start for fully bearish candle patterns. I'm looking at Hanging Man, Evening Star, Evening. None. That's fine. Bullish candle patterns. None. All right. One thing which I want to add is coin is already ready. So instead of Baba, I'm adding CRM. I think CRM has much more potential than Baba at this time. And yesterday I mentioned about Mara, Reut, and MSTR. Everything worked solid. Thank you, Pankaj. Yeah, it's almost record. I'm not doing any dressing on it anymore. So I'm keeping CRM in the list. Uh, all right, let's start with ES. I'll keep it quick. Yes. I'm starting with the book map of ES, just to see what we have on the order flow. This is 6:15, and you can clearly see that at 44.30 we have reasonable buying there, and on the way up from 44.39 to 44.45 we have reasonable sellers. So today's 44.10, which is the confirmation of the evening star on daily, and 44.30. So this is the range. If we hold 44.30, then we should be in the range between 44.30 to 44.55. I don't see ES going above that. This 44.40 to 44.45, it's a heavy selling range. And 44.10 is a good support. I think it was near 44.10 yesterday. So let's look at on the chart. as ES. So ES is still an evening star, but not a complete, because once we break this area, right? Or if I'll change this to red, if we have a candle which comes and fills like this, right? It may happen today, like it may do like this. I will call that as a partial evening star. But as of now, it is not. As of now, it has support, which is right here, which is 44.16 to 44.30. 44.30 is a really, really good support area. And what it has done is it has allowed the 12 EMA, which was very steep, to make a little less steep so that the candles can come and touch it. And as I've always said, uh, candles and EMAs, they love each other. They cannot be separate for too long. So I think maybe today and in the past so many weeks, first few days like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the market is either choppy or is cooling off, and Thursday, Friday, we are pushing up. So we may like be in the same pattern again. We may have some consolidation today. We had consolidation yesterday. Monday was off, and we may fly on Thursday, Friday. That's the pattern which happened, or fly in the sense which will have a bigger range on Thursday and Friday. So 44.30 is the main stop loss. 44.30, both for longs and for short, because we saw in that order book as well. Plus, it's the area right here that we are holding 44.30, which was the close, which was the open here. So which is really, really important in terms of trend. If we look at Heiken Ishii, it is showing the first negative candle. But again, it needs to break below 44.17. So I would say 44.17, 44.16 is a good support. 43.95 is the second support. Unless we are in that range, we should be fine. If we get out of that range, then we'll have some serious moves. So here we should see 44.16, 43.95. Again, I'm going to give 50-50 because I expect choppiness today. 50-50. Again, look out for the fail breakdown. We already had a fake breakdown, 44.25, 44.30. Keep an eye on that. Potential evening star is still there, a move to back test the support. Support is right here. So support is still open. That test is still open. So once we lose 43.80, then I think serious trouble can happen. So let me mention here. Aggressive sell below 43.80. And it can come down to 43.25. So this can seriously happen. Powell will speak today, but it will not have too much importance, because whatever he has said in the past, market is ignoring it. So here my bias is neutral to short. And even for uh, Nasdaq, my bias is 50-50. So I expect choppiness today. Okay. And on the upside, uh, if we can break above, this was the high, 44.40, let's go above 44.40. And you can sell immediately below 44.30. Target is this area, 44.51, which is really, really hard. And then 44.95. All right. That's about ES, NQ. NQ is similar potential evening star, but still not a complete evening star. The complete will come below 15,000 area. Stop loss is around 260. So the level is stop loss is fine. Again, look for a fake breakdown. Like yesterday, it went below 220 and then came back about 250 and then made 300. So keep an eye. Similarly, if it breaks below one, like yesterday's low, yesterday's low was 126. So let's go back 125 and come back above 150. So fake breakdown is a very strong setup in these kind of markets where the direction is very choppy because overall trend is positive, but the range of an overall trend is very wide, like from 40, like somewhere from 14,325 to 14,960. That's a big, massive range, right? This is the big, massive range. And right now we are here. So in this case, when we have a bigger range, always look out for a failed breakdown. Okay. And when the trend is negative, always look out for a failed breakout. Because fighting against this trend is really hard. Buying puts is really hard. And just catching the buying opportunity every single time is also really hard because it will be like catching a falling knife. So when it breaks down and come back up, it gives you a confirmation that yes, it's a failed breakdown and that has some legs. TJ Visa, AMD, sure, I'll look at AMD. Uh, Same thing, 260 is the stop loss, but I would like to sell below this area, the below the red line, which is 185. So 185. My target is, and this is my first target, because here we have the support, then this is the second target. So once we like fill this zone, it allows the EMA to catch up, candle comes here, and then we are all good. Again, the trend is solid because the 12 EMA is above 34 EMA, the DMI is solid. So all in all, it's a really strong setup. So target area is 107, 15,000. Yes. So the levels are good. And in case above, it's 295, 15,295. Same thing, aggressive sell below 15,000. Manjal, I have to check on AI. I usually do not trade AI. Triple Q. Exactly same thing. And you can clearly see in Triple Q that yes, it is not an evening star because we have a dodgy, not a dodgy, but a candle with a small body and larger weight. So it's kind of like showing a state of confusion. So I think unless we lose yesterday's low, which is 364, 363.89, I don't think so we have to worry. The levels have moved up, so this is good. 361.50, which is this Fibonacci, 359.90. 359.90. Sell below 366. I would say 366.80 because this is the today's candle and we are on the slant, so our range should move higher through 367. 75 is our like 366.75 should be our stop loss. We should buy above yesterday's high 368, sell below 366. Yes, the levels are same. Same thing, look for a fail breakdown. Apple, let's move on to Apple. Apple is an inside day. Apple is finding some pressure at this range, but let's look at the bookmap for Apple as well. And this bookmap thing gives you an idea, like in the range for Apple or any stock. You see that it's finding the users, not you again. Like I don't know why I speak on users. There's significant selling, which is around 186.80, which is like the all-time high for Apple as of now. And the buying support is either at 177, 180, 182 area. So just keep in mind that Apple is an inside day, and in an inside day, if we lose like this, when you have two candles back to back, and this is day one, day two candle, and when the second candle is between the day one candle, it is called an inside day. And if it breaks above, it's inside day up. If it breaks below, it's inside day down. So as of now, it's a hammer right on the top and inside day. So let's keep an eye. Hammer inside day and hammer at the top. Uh, it has to test 61% Fibonacci back test. So if it loses 184.30, again, I'm neutral. I wanted to buy at 183, but I don't think so that's happening. So I'll just wait for a small task. It comes to 182. Like 182 is my target, which is a 12 EMA. I think that will be a really, really good area. So my final target is 182.25. This is the area where you should buy. Second is 183.30. Because I am selling, but if you want to buy 184.25. Stop loss is 185. See, I am selling Apple, but my expectation is that it's better to buy at a dip rather than sell it, because the opportunity is very limited. It can only be aggressive sell if it loses 182. If it loses that, it's a rejection of 61. It may come to 177. Okay, so keep an eye on that for 177 if it loses 182. Below 182.25, 177. AMD. So AMD it's holding that 38.2 Fibonacci and it's making a doji, which is showing a sign of reversal. So usually like from 138 to 117, I think it has hold this area really tightly. Like then this is a big gap which I was eyeing for, but making a doji at this time shows that there's a potential change in the direction. So in this case, if you really want, keep in stop loss, very tight stop loss of yesterday's range, look for a fail breakdown. So AMD, I am now actually saying positive change of trend. It's found support at previous lows. Dodgy from dodgy at the bottom. So whenever you see dodgy, like where you have a candle which is very tiny in terms of body and have huge wick, that shows a sign of confusion. And whenever we have a sign of confusion, it means there's a potential change in direction. So AMD has been a lackluster. There's massive call writing which has happened in AMD. So we need to be very careful. That's why I'm saying if it holds the previous lows, which is 116, sell below 116. But for now, sell below 116.60 for 109. But for everything else, it has found the support. So I am not selling it anymore. So I am keeping a stop loss of 117.75, which is the previous low. Buy near 118.60. Target is 12 EMA 120, 123, 121.35, 123.50. And keep an eye on AMD because NVIDIA has started moving AVGO, NVIDIA, AMD, MU, they are struggling. So possibly a directional move is coming into the settings. Either they will all break down or either they will follow what NVIDIA is doing. Amazon. Amazon started yesterday, but again, it's holding that 12 EMA touch. So finally tested the 12 EMA and it's in a very extremely tight range. But what it is doing is it's moving. The top is kind of isolated. Once it breaks above this red line, the long-term regression line, I think it has potential. And if market is positive, I think Apple, not Apple, Amazon and Google, they are the one which will provide some serious support. Stop loss is the 12 EMA 124.50, 124.50. If market gives an opportunity, buy between 125 to 126. Target should be 120. Like this was yesterday. So for today, we should see 127.25. Once we break above this, 128.40 and 134. So I'm just mentioning that it will create the loss of the bull flag, which is right now at 124.50. Also the 12 EMA will create a failure and we can short it to 120. CRM finally had a really good day yesterday. And again, something similar in CRM. It was consolidating and then it broke out and it never looked back. Now, this is a massive bullish candle. The CRM is positive. Bullish engulfing candle. And I should see the breakout continuation. Breakout. We should see like 221, 222. In fact, CRM is like, if you see in the last 5-year window, CRM is well below its all-time highs. Like this is one of the stocks which is struggling. So above 221, it can be massively looking to fill the gap at 240. This is the gap which needs to be filled. So CRM, if you can try long for next weeks, I think it should provide some significant positive bias. This should be a good support zone now. Like 215 should be really, really good support zone. Any dip which comes in CRM should be bought. Stop loss is 215. Buy near 216, 217 if it gets. Target is 222, 225. 221. I'll say 220. Let's see coin. Yesterday coin Mara, like if you look at Mara, it was 10 and it's like now 1236. It's like above 38%. It should hit 13. Coin was not moving yesterday, it's moving today. And finally it closed above the 12 EMA and now it has opened a very good move. Coin is a potential W for 65. Once it crosses 65, I think it has much more potential than what it is doing right now. So let's look at the levels. Coin is inside week. It's a breakout. And that's why inside day, inside weeks are really, really good. Now stop loss is like which was the previous resistance, that 34 EMA. That should be a good stop loss, 57.22. It's always like you switch from stop loss to support, 57.25. Because it's opening in 59. Try to buy it around 59 is an area where it was finding resistance. So 59 is a good area to buy coin. Buy if you get a dip, that's awesome. But buy it, try 58.50 to 59 is a good range to buy coin in that range. Target is 65 and right there, 61.60. So coin has good risk reward. Keep an eye on coin. FedEx or UPS, both are down after the numbers. Let's see if somebody downgraded it. Not much. So I'll see if it holds 221. That's the previous area where it found the support, and try to add around 223. I'll not be shorting this because even after all those negative numbers, it did not went down that much. So stop loss is 221. 221.75. Don't try to rush into FedEx or UPS. Try to see if they are holding. 224, 223. If they're holding, it will test 226, 228. And industrials are lagging, so there may be a gap fill opportunity today. So 230 as well. Okay, ERs. Google, similar to Amazon, Google is struggling. It's holding one. See, this is a massive range. When it breaks out, it's going to be really, and again, it's making a doji. Doji at the consolidation zone, showing some sign of directional change. 122.30 is an excellent support. Buy in this range, levels are this. Extreme consolidation. I used to write this for Boeing at 130 and it just broke out from 130 to 180 in just a few days. So extreme consolidation happening in Amazon and Google. IWM. I thought IWM will run, but it's a doji at the bottom, back tested this area. Now I think it's interested to change. So IWM is dodgy at the bottom, back tested 12 EMA, so could be really good. Buy above 185.30, above 185.30. See, every day big companies cannot move. There will be a day where you will see rotation into the mid cap, small cap. So I think today may be the day. And IWM moves really quick. So I am keeping it in blue. Meta. See, Meta is relentless. Yesterday it went down almost to 273-ish area, 275 area, and then found support. It made a high, lower low. I think that if market cools off, like Meta may move. See, I'm not like pretty convinced on Meta, so actually I'm removing Meta for now. Let's remove it. Let's move on to Oracle. So in last few days, I've removed Meta and Microsoft from my list. So Oracle came into the inside day zone, holding right there, which was the massive breakout. I think this is a good area. 121 has extremely good support for Oracle. 121.75 buy near 122.25. Target 125. Yep. Oracle is one of the possible setups which we can see. Okay. Netflix. Netflix did a hammer. It's a evening star, but it held on to 430. So till the moment it's not breaking below 430, there's no point to go short. But if market reverses, Netflix is pretty the first one to change the direction. So right now, 439, if you want to take neutral, because it is still not short, it's neutral. Or if you want to short, let's keep it like sell below 430 only. Only. Then it becomes a neutral. Nvidia tested 437 area yesterday, higher high, extremely solid range. I think Nvidia 398 was there. I think we should hit 484 on Nvidia. 478 to 484. I don't see any resistance in Nvidia. So if you want to buy a 2 week, 3 weeks out options on Nvidia, that's possibly a good approach. Uh, Stop loss should be right here, 434. 434. Buy dip if you get to 435 to 438. There are no levels. Practically is 450 and 463. 484. PayPal was my trade of yesterday. I shared that trade with every one of you. It started and had a massive move. It's trying to cross 69.25 and then into the gap. So I would go into PayPal now above 69.70. That was my first target. I wanted to go into the gap. So today, if you're looking for PayPal, keep an eye on this. This is a massive blue whale setup. PayPal, Roblox, both should be blue for me. Okay. Roblox target is 73. which is into the gap, right? First is right there, and then we have 75, 74. So fill the gap. That's good, TJ. I had like 35 yesterday. I closed that at 170, but it's good. We can always trade. Uh, Roblox, Roblox is similarly consolidating. Almost tested 40, 45 area, made a high, lower, low, lower high, lower, low, lower high, which is not good. But the candle are green, so I'll ignore it. But I'm neutralizing it. The levels are same. Uh, Roblox is set to break out. Set to break out. That's good, TJ. Like, how many of you are in my Telegram community? If you're not, please, I've shared the link on the Twitter yesterday. Join that. Intraday, I try to share whatever I do over there. BA had a massive rejection from 219. Since 219, I was saying that whether we're going to have a fake breakout, this was a fake breakout. Now, 210 is a good support, which is the 12 EMA, not the 12, 34 EMA. And then we are finding some level of support at this area. So I'll take a support at 211.50. The VA is 211.50 by about 230. Every time I look for BA, it fails. 215 and 216. Tesla, like we are holding Tesla positions, and it should give us good results. I'm going to extend my levels. I think we should see 290 on Tesla now. We have filled the gap now. Yes. If we break above this regression channel, which is 279.70, that will be a massive win because we are now in that range. It's positive. Stop loss is $275. And keep in mind, Tesla has really positively biased, and we are already in the position. So I'll not try to add new position unless there is some cool off. But it's a good setup. I want it to cross about 279.70. If you want to buy a dip, that will be much better. Look for 291 and 307. I'll remove the short piece. Like 70.30. It is so positively biased. If there is a rejection or sell below 275 for 265 and 261. 261 will be a really, really great area to add Tesla. Yep, Tesla is right now trading at 270, 850. So we should be good. Then is Zoom. Zoom is consolidating really, really in the same zone. Making higher. I think the bull flag is not even the bull flag. It's the W which is in making. Uh, I think it's gonna break out any day today. Uh, Stop loss is 70 by 70, 71. Extreme positivity. All right, so I'm pretty much done. I'm not taking any questions today because I have to get ready for my work. But thank you for joining this morning. I'll be sharing this on Twitter. If you have any tickers which you are sharing or you are going through, please add to the list so that we can all take benefit of that. Thank you for joining in today. Have a really good day, all of you.